Hey everybody, I am back with another celebrity. We're going to take a look into Taylor Swift. See the energies around her at this time. I kind of felt like a temper tantrum was going on. I felt like maybe she was stomping the floor, she was holding her head, frustrated, but not angry, but just really frustrated. She want what she wants. I kind of got this spoiled brat type of energy coming off of her. I kind of felt like she is so tired of 2020 and experiences in 2020. She's not happy with the world. She's not happy with the movements, the things that is happening in government. She is basically being overwhelmed by the pressures and the force that is going on at this time. So that's one thing that I really felt that was on like the top surface of everything that is happening. Sweet spirit, of course, but not able to emotionally handle a combination of things. It's not about one thing, it's a combination. So that's pretty normal. It's a lot that's going on right now. So I see the frustration and the desire for everything to be normal, for everything to be back like it used to be, for life to be a little more simpler, for things to be balanced. That is definitely a big desire um, right now for her. Um, I have this feeling that she desires people, people to come together. She wants to be a part of unity. She wants to be a part of some type of circle. She wants this coming together, um, desiring for everybody to be like her. And I do mean like her. To be happy like her, to be financially stable like her. She wants to round up everyone and bring them together to some type of stability. She feels very seems like she feels responsible, or maybe she's the leadership amongst her, amongst the people around her. I have this big responsibility that she's putting on herself to bring people together and lift them up some type of way. She feels responsible of that, and she wants these people, she wants people around her so that she can take care of them, so that she can nurse them, so that she can make sure that they are okay. This could be family, this could be friends, this can even be business partners. She has a strong desire to help people, really, really do. But she wants to keep them emotionally connected as well. This is not the kind of person that drops off presents and say bye. She wants you to stay connected to her. It's almost like I just heard Nicki Minaj when she say, uh, "You my son." Yeah, I think she say son, and that's the feeling that I get. Like if I helped you, you're my son. You're my son. You're my daughter. Like she's the mother. They belong to her, and that's kind of weird. Did she have an issue with Nicki Minaj? And they may share that together. I think they have a similarity right there, that they recruit people, and if they had a connection to a person, if they helped a person, if they did anything for them, they become theirs. You're my son. You're my daughter. And I can hear that clearly. So her and Nicki Minaj, they probably had the issues for that because of that battle that one, it's almost like one has to be on top and everybody has to be below. So they couldn't own each other. That could be something that had happened between them, that they wasn't able to have ownership of each other because of their leadership in this area. But I do have her desiring to be the leader of sons and daughters. The people in the spirit looks that way. And then I just heard her song. Then she got a song that say "You belong to me." She means that. Yeah. So let's see what's this big desire when it comes to this charity fellowship type relationship, ownerships, owner. Oh, that's what makes her happy. It makes her happy to know that she is the reason for the season. That brings a happiness to her to have everybody together, but underneath her in some kind of way. Um, it doesn't feel unhealthy as much, but I'm sure it could be. I'm sure. So it's like a lot of her relationships are happening or exist because of some type of charity, some type of help she has given. And these people become her sons and daughters. Um, doesn't feel like a balanced relationship, but she looks at people like that. She looks down. She looks over them. Yeah. So she's trying to figure out a way to keep people unified, to keep people in order, to keep people together. I got earth signs and fire signs here that she is desiring to bring back into unity with her, or maybe this is just security. Being around others brings me security, and yes, that is it. It brings her security to know that someone needs her, look up to her, or is connected to her because they have it's an obligation type relationship. And this is actually the meat of her messages. It's people. It's people. It's someone here that she's missing, someone that she can't talk to, something that she can't translate or communicate to another person. I feel like she's missing people. And then I just heard Janet Jackson, everywhere I go, every smile I see, I know you are there, smiling back at me. So it could be people that have died. It could be people who are sick, who have died. People from the past, people from kindergarten, people from middle school. I mean, seriously, I have her arms open and really wanting almost like every person she ever met to be in her circle. I have her missing someone. I have her not being able to talk to someone. And I think that she has people that she has stopped talking to that she desires to talk to today. I got some air signs here, air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra that she desires to speak to. So this could be some regret and some debates or quarrels among her. She could have gotten into it with some people and want to reunite and reconcile with them. It's amazing. It just feels like a little kid. Feels like two little kids on the floor playing, and every toy somebody picks up, she say, "This is mine, and this is mine, and that's mine, and that's mine, and that's mine," and they have to ask her if they want to play with it. It just got this "it's mine" type feeling. So again, there's some air energy here. Got her desiring and missing. Could be an Aquarius that she could be missing, and haven't talked to, that wants to, she want to hear from them. I don't have her taking any initiatives to talk to people that she have cut off, but if they were cut off, it was because she couldn't manage them. They wasn't trainable. They wouldn't allow her to manage them. Yeah. It's a subtle, very subtle spirit of control, but it's very subtle, but it can be damaging at the same time. So far we got her desiring to want people around, desiring to talk to people from the past, but not willing to initiate. We got some air energies where she is having some long suffering with. Um, she's coming up with ideas and ways to bring this unity together and around her and then under her. I don't have her initiating with these air signs. Yeah. There's a give and take that she's still learning. She's still learning a lot about being social, being intimate, being in relationships. This is like a long training that she's been in. She's always had issues with being fair, balanced, sharing, give and take. There's always been some issues with sharing her toys. I don't know why it feels that way, but it do. I can say at this point that her spiritual journey is all about selfless and selfishness. Yeah. Knowing when to put self first and knowing when to sacrifice, I would say, or pardon other people. Weird. There's disappointment here in the back of her brain, I would say. Deep down in her, there's a slight disappointment. I don't even think she can communicate this. Yeah, I got this air energy. She really got some disappointment with. There's some pain here between her and some air signs. There are some disappointments here. It just feels like maybe her parents didn't keep their word on something, and it has hurt her for a very long time. Yeah, I got this Two of Cups here. All the issues of the soul, the inner man, inner person, is about expectations. There is an expectation that she has on everybody, and you can feel without even knowing. I got some past promises that was broken. I got expectations that was not met. I got disappointment with her in air signs. It's close. It's so close to saying they owe her, but I don't think she'll ever say those words. But it's close to saying that. There's even some inner conflict here, even though we just had some. But let's see. I believe that by herself, she can drive her own self up the wall. She can do it all by herself, just with the thoughts and the way she processes things. She doesn't like surprises. She doesn't like surprises. Doesn't like the spontaneous things. She has a fear that something bad will happen. Have a fear that there's some type of reaping and sowing and karma, and she believes that she's going to get or deal with some type of energy because of something she chose. What is this? I got some blaming here. She's blaming herself for something. I just saw an accident. I just saw that. Yeah, I just saw an accident. I saw the word accident. She's holding on to something that has happened. Okay, so look at all this that's going on. Successful woman. She's really in limbo of light and dark. It's like she could go dark with it, but she stays in the middle. She could be really, really loving and light with it, but she chooses to stay in the middle. I don't have her wanting to hurt people, but I do have her wanting to own people, own them emotionally. Okay, so let's do a summary of what we have here. We have her desiring unity, fellowship, togetherness, celebration. We have her desiring for things to get back to some type of normal. She has an anxiety here of feeling disconnected from other people or people not being connected to her. She want to find ways to fix that because that brings her joy. She's on a journey to bring unity and peace and success to everyone around her. She actually feels responsible of her friends and her family and her business partners on how they live and how they eat, how they speak, everything. She feels responsible for them. I do have her missing someone, and I have her missing people that she has cut off. I have relationships and failed connections that she has shame of or wants to go back to talk to them again. There's a desire here to make amends with people she has walked away from. I have strong soul issues between her and air signs. I have a possible Aquarius that she desires to come back together with, but will not take an initiative to do it. I have her with a lesson of life, learning how to share, learning how to balance, learning how to be fair, learning how to give and take. And then I have this huge amount of pressure around her inner man, I'll say, her soul. It's the disappointment of broken promises, people not keeping their word, people failing her. It's the deepness of that. Feeling failed. Someone has failed her. Someone has broken their promise. Someone didn't meet her expectations. Trust is definitely been affected. But with the inner conflict of day to day and future, it's almost like this is a fear of a surprise or a fear of something happening or something coming back to her because of a choice she made. Some type of life decision that she made, some type of pattern she created. She doesn't want the effect of that. It's almost like doing something that causes pain or hurt or effect in some kind of way and not wanting the consequence for it. And I saw accident and I just saw a cat. I saw the word accident and I just saw an actual cat. She makes me feel like she did something that she really regrets. And it hurts her. And she has a fear of having consequence for that. She make me feel like she harmed someone by accident. Harm someone or something by accident. And have a fear that that consequence is coming back to her. Yeah. And this also can be what she did to herself. I just saw cutting. I just saw razor cuts in the center of an arm. There's some type of pain here. There was a pattern that she created, or she experienced some type of accident or was involved in an accident, caused an accident. It was something happened and she was stuck in that energy for a while. And as a fear that she doesn't want that energy to come back to her. Yeah. She really wants to be at peace. She really wants to knock the kinks out of her life. She wants to take the knots out. She wants to remove the spots. It's almost like, could you just give me a whole new body? Can you give me a whole new spirit? Can you give me a whole new mind? Can I have a newness? And it's so early to desire to be in a totally new body. There's some air signs that may know something about this fear. She just want to be looked at totally different. Like, whatever you knew about me, I don't want you to know that no more. I want to zap certain things out of the atmosphere. I want to zap it out like it never happened. Like, erase certain things. I really want to be spotless. I really want to be balanced. I really want to be free of the mind. Let's see here. Didn't expect this for her. Really didn't expect that. These pressures. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot. That is a lot. There is a confession. that is needed here. I don't know if this is a confession of like criminal activity. It doesn't even matter. It's a confession that she needs to confess. There's something that she needs to confess to get some type of freedom. Because every column is some type of anxiety, fear, being unsettled, and desiring a whole new body, whole new mind, whole new existence. When it comes to love, I have her willing to work on it. Willing to work. Yeah, I just heard the word live. Live. And I just saw Will Smith and the original cast, Mother. And they had a moment where they were discussing and reuniting on that reunion show. And she said to him, yeah, Will, you were live. Like always on. She said that. And I think Monica or someone said the same thing about Brandy. You're always on. You're live. That's the feeling that I got when it came to love. Like, instead of experiencing love, there's something that she cuts on when it's time to love. It's like she cutting on a part of herself, or it's actress time, or it's time to act. It's time to become love. There's something about the Ace of Cups that is not authentic. And I do believe that this has a lot to do with her childhood. But it's something about the Ace of Cups with her that is not authentic. It is something off. Remember, I told you she's in limbo of light and dark. It's just the things that she's feeling towards even friends and family and business partners, this ownership. It's just something about love that is just not hitting. When it comes to her love journey, I have her willing to work on love. It's almost like, of course I want to be in love. And of course I want my soulmate. Of course I want my twin flame. Of course I want a deep connection with someone other than myself. I'm here for that. And then she cuts on and can't achieve it. There's a realness and a groundness that is needed to get to the love that she thinks about. Maybe that's the issue. Too much thinking. So let's see what she's willing to do to work on love. Now, I don't have her loving anyone with this Ace of Cups. I have her looking at it like a vision board. It's almost like the Ace of Cups is on the wall and it's a vision board, and she's coming up with different formulas to get to it. Like, well, maybe this time I'll wear the blue dress and put my bow on the left side, and I'll twirl around a couple of times, and then let's see if we can make a match. And if that doesn't work, okay, then this time I'm going to become, I don't know, I just heard Annabellum. I just heard that. I don't know what that was. But it's almost like she becomes different characters. What is you willing to work on? Do have a lot of earth energy here. She could have had a connection with a strong earth sign, or a strong connection with an earth sign. But I do have her willing to work on love. We know she wants it. Is on her vision board. Is there. See, I'm willing to work on love. But it's coming from a place of sadness. It's coming from a place of unhappiness. It's a reflection of the love she experienced at home as a child. It's a family love. She will work on being family with a person. Work on the wholeness, but not the inner. So it's just almost saying like, I want love, but I'm only going to work on the surface, not in the deep places, not intimacy. There's an intimacy issue here. willing to work on what she think and believes happiness is. But that was unhappy to her too. I just really think that she expected so much more for her family and she didn't get what she deserved, and it's affecting all these relationships and the way she loved others. I got an Aries here. It could be a part of this issue when it comes to her love journey. And I have her cutting on to try to bring a connection. Like, I'm going to be this person. I'm going to be that person. I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to try it that way. And that's not working. That's not working. Yeah, so Aries and Virgo is here. And that Ace of Cups that's on that vision board, it's just a, I just heard decal. Like almost if you could take it and peel off the Ace of Cups and the foundation is really the Three of Swords. She's working on the surface. There's some hurt and pain here and love. But in life, as you can see, she put on a happy face and move. But in love, that's where it comes out. She can't even get past day, I heard 40, 14, 400. So much hurt and pain and love. I don't have her making it past the fourth spot. I don't even know what this means. Fourth spot, 4, 40, 14, 400 days. 400 days, something about when I said that. It felt something. And then, that's where I just saw the music notes. Right there. The music notes is right up in this deadline. There's a moment in her love journey. There's a moment in her dating relationships where she knows it will end. There's a date already set in her. It's a date, it's a feeling, it's an energy, it's a moment, it's some type of page turner moment when she knows it's time to end. Like, here's the ending, 4 more days. It's almost like that. And then I see the music notes begin. Because it's time to tell the story on how she positioned herself and how she tailored herself to try love in with a certain mask on, and it didn't work. I can tell you this, it's like every relationship, you can just name it. You can name her a different person each time, like I do my wigs. I'm like, look, come on, Sheila. I'm wearing Sheila today. That's how it feels with her. Like every relationship, she's Tara, Sheila. She's a different person. And she writes about that experience as being in that mindset. It's like multiple personalities here. In love. Love, I have connections. I have her here with Aries. I have her here with Virgo. And I have her here with Leo. I have her here with a surface situations. Who's causing or who caused this Three of Swords? As I tell you before, that Ace of Cups is on the wall. It's what we're looking at. It's what she's looking at. But the truth of the matter is, if you just peel it off, it's really the Three of Swords. And that's the truth. And there's nothing none of these partners can do about it. There's already a date stamped in her where this scene turns into music. It's time for the soundtrack. It's time for the soundtrack. Maybe it's just a moment when the real her comes out. When she's not live anymore. So what's behind the sticker? What's behind the Ace of Cups sticker? Three of Swords. What is it? What is the truth behind the Ace of Cups? It's a lot. But what is it? What is the abandonment? Of course. What is the truth behind reconciliation, reuniting, the desire to be together again? It's this death. I don't, it feels like death for a moment. People that passed over that she desires and been hurt. And then it's the living too. She want to be together again. It's clear. There's a reconciliation, a reuniting. There's a desire to be around people. Yeah. Control. This truth behind this Ace of Cups is that there's so much hurt and pain from broken promises, expectation that was not met, not learning how to share, not being able to handle the real world. But this started from home. You know how some people say, you're going to keep on giving her everything she wants. And then when she get out there, she's not going to know what to do. The world is not going to treat her the way you do. Yeah. How's her career? Stable. Stabilized. Stable. I don't have it going up. I don't have it going down. Stable. Stable. Looking for that moment of passion. I got a little passion here, but it makes me feel like it was more passion around her career before. This probably just have a little bit to do with what's happening right now in this year. Because every artist, when I do their career, it's not even worth doing. Because there's so much frustration and anger and fear of not having enough and not being able to explore themselves and their passion. Every artist is like that right now. So that's nothing new. But this is what we have. Let's see if there's anyone coming towards her in love. And then we can shut this down. Got some communication coming. Got some of that. Just talking. Just someone talking. Not knowing what to do with the conversation. See? This is that feeling of she's on. She's turned on. She's live. I got her having conversations with someone. I got someone here. I got someone talking to her all night long and falling asleep on the phone. Talking, with no clue and no plan of what to do with this. I have someone that wants to communicate with her and engage with her and have no idea what's going to happen next. And neither does she. I have a Pisces here. Possible potential partner. But it's just talk. Yeah, it's just talk. It's not going any deeper. It's just getting off on a conversation. Like, I'm going to send you a pic. How this look? Which personality will she be next? That's how this feels. Alrighty, there you go. Talk to you soon.